All right. Hey, team. Welcome to our Wednesday night call. It is Wednesday, April 5th. And tonight we're talking about how to handle the hard times. But a few quick announcements. I got distracted by a baby. A few quick announcements. If you guys didn't see the post in the team page or listen to the National Wake Up Call or see the email or see the breaking news, so I should be your last resort, the All Access Beachbody Challenge Pack for BOD is on sale this month for $160, which is amazing because I thought when they released it at $199, that was a heck of a deal. And 160 is even better. So I broke it down to 8 cents a day for BOD for an entire year after you subtract the 130 for Shakeology. So that's how I've been talking about it to people. Like somebody messaged me today and she's like, yeah, I go to the gym and I pay $40 a month. I'm like, oh, you can pay 8 cents a day, $30 for an entire year. And she's like, oh. So make sure you guys are really, really talking about that. It's an amazing deal. And then I think it was 180. No. 180 if they want to add the 3-day refresh. That doesn't sound right though. Maybe somebody can correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. But yeah, Emily's like, I don't know. And I figured she'd be the person that would know. So it's in the coach breaking news. And then lastly, guys, Super Saturday is this weekend. If you can get to an event that's near you, I highly, highly recommend it. I know Emily's hosting one. Jasmine P is going to one. Anna, are you going to Dallas this weekend? Anna? We'll talk later. She's like, oh, okay. But if you can, try to get there, guys. And if you can't make it, make sure you guys watch the video that's going to be in the Coach Online office. There's got to be a new release coming sometime soon. So maybe there will be a leak of it at at Super Saturday. I don't know. But if you can get to a Super Saturday, make sure you guys get there. And then lastly, don't forget about the challenge of the day. A couple people have like, Ashley, these are the same thing every single week. I'm trying to get you guys to be consistent with your posts. So Wednesdays will always change into something new. Yeah, that's a long way away. I don't blame you. I really thought about going and supporting Emily. And I was like, I love you, Emily, but I cannot be in a car for 3 hours to get to that. But shoot, what was I talking about? Oh, challenge of the day. So make sure you guys are checking that. Make sure you tag me. I may send out goodies if you're doing them. But it's just really to get you guys consistent and posting it and to give you guys some new ideas on what to post, because I think it's easy for us to be like, I'm going to quit sharing my transformation when we need to share that every single week. And I'm not going to invite to the business in a general post, but we need to be doing that every single week. So that's basically what that is. It's just to get you guys consistent in the posting where you don't even have to think about it. You're like, oh, it's Tuesday. It's time to do a transformation Tuesday. So tonight I want to talk about how to handle the hard times. Because it's no secret. Our team page is a little bit quieter. Things are a little bit quieter. The dinging of the bells have lightened down. Our leaderboards are getting a little bit less and less. And I think it's just been a hard first quarter. I know for myself, I had a really hard March. Like I had to give an incentive to even hit Success Club 5 last month. It was just a really, really tough month. And what tends to happen, I've been talking about with Jasmine P and Emily a little bit, is when things get hard, we tend to throw in the towel because that's the easiest thing to do. Be like, well, the business is hard. I'm just going to quit. We've all been there. I've been there. I'm sure every single one of you on this call has been there. And if you say you haven't been there, it's either because you're new or you're lying to yourself. So I have 6 points that I wanted to talk about tonight, and they may not really help you get through the hard times, but they're going to help you, if that makes any sense. I know I said I wasn't a cluster tonight, and I kind of am, but just bear with me. I promise everything I usually say has good meaning behind it. So the first thing is when things get tough, when we tend to quit this business, it's because we're not hitting Success Club. We haven't rank advanced. Y'all, I've been at the same rank for over a year now. I have some coaches that have been diamond for 2 or 3 years, coaches that have been like, why can't I get past emerald? But we get like this and we're like, why do I keep going? Why am I going to do this? And we lose the joy. We lose the happiness. We forget why we joined. And it comes back to, you need to remember why you joined. Every single one of you became a coach for a reason. Michelle became a coach for a reason because she wanted to get back into working out and she found a program that she loved. Jasmine became a coach because she wanted to lose the weight after she had her second baby. And I talk about Jasmine Pond. Sorry, I know there's 2 Jasmine. But just using some examples. So when you tend to forget or when you tend to lose the passion in the business, you need to remember why you started. And I remember it was in October. I completely like kind of fell out of love with Beachbody. I was like, I was going through the motions. I was still hitting Success Club. I was still adding coaches, but my heart wasn't in it. And when your heart's not in it, it makes it harder to post. It makes it harder to be genuine. It's just not easy. And what I found, which just goes with this point, is I had to go back to doing a program. I had to go back. This was point number 2. Well, we're going to just jump into it. Get into a program. That's when I started to do Core to Force, and I fell in love. I fell in love with Beachbody. I fell in love with working out again. And that reminded me why I became a coach. I became a coach because I lost 50 pounds and I felt amazing and I wanted to continue to lose that weight. So that's what you need to remember when you're like this, it's hard time. I don't love the business anymore. Why did you join in the first place? And go back to the basics. As silly as that sounds, go back to filling out your BAT. I know probably not a lot of us fill these guys out, but go back to doing the basics, filling out your BAT, doing your personal development, being proof of the product, drinking your Shakeology, celebrate the milestones. I don't know about you guys, but I remember when I was first hitting Success Club, consistently, and I was getting like high numbers up there. It's when 21 Day Fix. And I told my husband every single time I sold a challenge pack, I was like, I sold a challenge pack. And I was excited. And now how many of us, when we sell a challenge pack, do we celebrate? Do we do a little dance? Are we excited about it? Or is it, oh, I got 2 Success Club points. Woohoo. That's probably the general theme of it. So when you sell a challenge pack, when you sell a Shakeology, when you sell a fitness program, be excited about it. Do a dance. I have some coaches that will send me snaps and they're like, I sold a challenge pack. I helped somebody today. We need to remember that's what we're doing. Yeah, the Success Club points are great, but that's what we're here to do. We're here to help each other, or we're here to help our people. So basically, guys, remember why you joined. What was your reasoning? Learn to celebrate and go back to the basics. Number 2, and I talked about this already a little bit, but go back to doing a program. For me, what month are we in? We're in April. March was hard. So was February. I hadn't worked out in 8 weeks up until yesterday, and I can barely move today. I blame my husband. And it's really hard when you're not working out. And then on top of that, I haven't been drinking Shakeology because the bean does not like Shakeology right now. So not only am I not working out, I'm not drinking Shakeology. I'm not using my performance line. So it's hard to push something when you can't even connect to the type of company that we are. So go back to a program that you love. And I am generally a person that is like, don't quit doing a program just because you hate it. But honestly, it's hard. Yeah, Katrina, I'm with you. I did the active maternity yesterday. I'm like, I don't know what else I'm going to do, but I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out some way or another. But go back to doing a program that you love. I fell in love with Core to Force, and it took me a week. So if you just started Core to Force, give it more than 7 days. And then I did round 1, and then I did round 2, and then I did round 3, day 2, and then I found out I was pregnant. But it reminded me why I loved this business, why I loved doing what I was doing. And then I'm building new traction with people. I'm sharing my I hate Brazil butt lift. I bought it. I did 2 workouts and I wanted to choke Alejandro in the neck and then put my foot up his butt because I found him very annoying. If we're being very honest right now, just saying. I hate his voice. There's just something about him. I'm like, but it's going to remind, but it's good. Sorry. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. And my business started to build again because I was sharing that journey every single day. You can ask Tasha, you can ask Michelle. They were always on my live videos. It was day 1, day 2, day 10 of 30, day 60 of 60. But I shared every single day. But guys, you have to do me a favor. If you're going to go proclaim to Facebook world that you're back, I'm working out, this is the program I'm doing, and you post day 1, you got to post day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. You can't just disappear. I have too many coaches I see. They're like, I'm back. Okay. And then they disappear for a month, and then I'm back. And I'm like, no one trusts you by this point. It's like the boy who cried wolf. So if you're going to do it, okay? Absolutely 100% do it. Okay, number 3, guys, and I know I talk about this a lot, and Beachbody talks about it a lot, but I talk about it for a reason. Remember your why. And this is why it's so important to have such a strong and powerful why. If somebody's like, my why is to feel good about myself and to lose weight, I'm like, that is great, but that is not a why. That is just something that you're working out for. Your why can be as big as you want it to be, as small as you want it to be. And if you guys know your why and you want to throw it in the chat box for other people to see, and maybe they can like help construct theirs, but your why is going to change, but your why is why you're connected to this business. Jasmine Paul and I were just talking about this other day because I've been off my game. She's been off her game. And we're like, why? Like, we have these strong convicting whys. Like, why have we been off our game? And a lot of the time it's because we simply don't remember our why. So somebody share their why. Anybody share their why in the comment box. Don't be shy. So in the very beginning, when I first became a coach, and I'm going to talk to you guys about how your why is going to change over time, but in the very beginning, it was to help pay for our wedding. Wedding came and went. And then it was to help buy a new car. We did that. Then it was to pay off the car. We did that. My why then became so I could quit my job and stay home. I did that. Then it was to bring my husband home. We did that. And now it's to create this financial freedom for this little bean inside of me so I don't have to worry about going back to work at any time. And that's why I do this every single day. So what you guys need to do is you need to connect to your why. Your why is more than simply paying for your Shakeology. That's a goal, in my opinion. It's more than wanting to lose weight. That's a goal. More than wanting to get the discount. That's a given. We all get a discount. Your why is something that when you wake up in the morning, you're like, yeah, you know, today I don't feel like doing my vital behaviors. You're going to be like, oh, but is this going to get me one step closer to what I'm wanting to achieve? And most of the time your answer's going to be like, no, it's not. So connect your why. And guys, write it down. Write it down where you can see it. Put on a sticky note. So when you open up your laptop, it's right in front of you. When you go into your workout room, it's right on the wall. When you go into your office, it's right there. Put it wherever you need to put it, but so that you can connect to it every single day. I think it was Fit and Funky. She has a real name, but we only know her by Fit and Funky. She said that she wrote it in her notebook every single day. I think that's what she said. We're going to go with that's what she said at the team retreat. But she wrote it in her notebook every single day so she could see it. Maybe that's what you need to do. Whatever helps you get back into doing the routine that you were doing before. Number 4, which kind of goes in hand with number 5, but number 4, don't lose track of who you are. So when I first became a coach, I remember the thing I always said, follow the coaches so you can get motivation from them. Follow all the top coaches so you can do what they're doing. But then what happens is I lost track of who I was. Katrina, is it storming by you? Because I see lightning in the background. It's storming by us too. I lost track of who I was. I was trying to be Melanie Mitro. I was trying to be Lindsay Matway. I was trying to be all of these other coaches because they were top coaches. I had to do what they did to be a top coach. But I lost track of who I am. And let me tell you, I follow very few coaches nowadays. I am friends with a ton of Beachbody coaches, but unless they're my PS coach or they're in my downline, I unfollow almost every single coach because that's not going to help me be a better coach. That's not going to help me be a better person. If anything, that's going to derail me from the type of person that I want to be. I always thought, you know, I had to be this like proper and person. I like to curse. It is what it is. And so I let that go. Just don't lose track of who you are. Stick to your roots. And guys, I give you permission to unfollow other coaches. I think I follow maybe 3 on Snapchat. And I used to follow a ton. And I'm like, I don't really care. Like I'm obsessed with Danielle Natoni. I have to see what's going on in her life. Other than that, I really don't care about other people because that's not going to move me forward in my business. And it kind of goes hand with number 5, guys. Stop comparing yourself to other people. That is like, is it called the thief of all evils? Is that like the proper wording? The thief of all evils? The thief of all, I don't know. No, Emily's like, nope, you're very wrong. Okay, that's good. But when you compare yourself to others, you feel defeated. How many of us have compared ourselves to another coach, whether on our downline or in the company? You all are lying if you're not raising your hand. I've done it myself too. Emily's like, oh, me. I've done it myself too. I see coaches who have been in the business for 2-3 years. They're a top 10. They're making 6 figures. I'm like, I've been in the business for 4 years. Like, how are you a 12-star diamond coach? I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? And I'm not doing anything wrong. They may have coaches underneath or above them that are adding coaches constantly, may have this source of volume. They may have this huge market that they had prior. There could be all of these elements of why somebody ranks faster. Maybe they send out 20 invites a day compared to the 2 or 3 that you may send out. Whatever it may be, you're not them. And the minute you start comparing yourself to another coach is the minute we kind of lose sight. We start to get discouraged. We feel bad that we haven't grown quicker. We feel bad that we haven't rank advanced quicker. And we start to feel down and we start to feel defeated. And then quickly we quit posting and we quit doing our personal development. And it's like we just stop. And you can't do that. You got to keep going. If I let like every coach that surpassed me stop me in my business, I wouldn't be here. Like you guys would be with somebody else, listening to somebody else babble every other Wednesday. You can't compare yourself to other people. It's easy, but you can't. And I'm going to add another bullet point because I talked really quickly tonight. I have one more, but I'm going to add this other one really quickly too. Don't stop just because you feel like you have to quit posting. What I mean by that is I saw somebody comment this the other day and they're like, well, I kind of quit posting because I just felt like people weren't like reading them or my family doesn't like them. So I quit doing them. And I've said this from the very beginning, people can unfollow you. They can really unfollow you. Or they can unfriend you. Really, they can. But in my opinion, if your post helps one person, it's completely worth it. How many of us have gotten a message from people saying, wow, your posts have really helped me to start working out or really motivated me to start taking, all of us are raising our hands. That's why we do what we do. That's why we share our workouts. We don't share them to boost and be like, oh, look at me. I did insanity today. Like, that's not why we do that. We do it to inspire and motivate other people. And for me, it also keeps me accountable because if I have to share a workout, I'm going to at least earn my sweaty selfie. But don't let other people stop you. And the last point I have, guys, is if you want this, quit giving yourself reasons to not go after it. I think a lot of us give ourselves reasons. Oh, I'm too busy. Oh, I've got too much going on in my life. And I talk about this and I use this as my notorious example every single time I talk about being busy or giving excuses. When I started this business, it was the worst time for me to start this business. Emily's probably like, I can recite this story like 20 times because I've heard this already. I was in school full time. I was taking 6 classes my senior year. I was planning a wedding. I was doing 40 hours a week as a waitress that closed at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was commuting an hour home every single day. And I was doing an internship of 20 plus hours a week. I didn't have the time to work this business. When I had free time, I was trying to sleep or do homework. But I made it work because if I'm somebody that if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So quit giving yourself validation on why you can't do this. And I'm sure we've all validated our reasons, aka our excuses of why we can't move forward. I'm too busy. Life's crazy right now. My house is a chaotic mess, whatever it may be. We give ourselves these reasons and then we lose our momentum. And then we're like, well, I've lost my momentum, so I'm basically just going to throw in the towel. We've all been there. And I think our team hit this whole, it's been really hard, so I'm going to throw in the towel mentality. I'm not saying everybody, just like a general observation, just based on how things have been, because it's easier to throw in the towel when things get hard. It's easier to give up. It's easier to quit. It's harder to keep moving forward. It's harder to keep posting. It's harder to keep working out. But you got to choose what you want. And some of you may be like, I don't plan on quitting my job with Beachbody. And that's all fine and dandy. That's not everybody's end goal. But just think of what this business can do for you, the debt that it can pay off, the doors that it can open, the financial abilities that it can do. It can do so much for you, but you got to allow yourself to achieve those goals. So I have a call to action for you guys because it wouldn't be a team call without a call to action. Oh, great job, Katrina. Sorry, I don't really see the stretch sometime when I'm doing it. My call to action 1 is if you have not done rock the basics, all 3 phases. 3. Has anybody on this call done all 3 phases? Emily's like, I'm going to duck my head in the corner so no one sees me. Do them. The Rock the Basics takes less than 5 minutes a day. And I know some of you haven't done it because there's tasks. You have to email me. And when I don't see those emails, I know people are doing it. I don't care if you've been a coach for 2 or 3 years now. We all need a refresher. And just think, if you're telling your downline to do Rock the Basics and you haven't done Rock the Basics, I'm just saying, I think that makes you a hypocrite. I'm just saying. Do it, guys. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. So if you're not in the group, go to the cover photo in the team page, click on it, and it has a link straight into Rock the Basics, and just go through it. And then my second call to action, guys, is if you aren't doing it already, I want you to start a program. Pick a program. You can start Monday. I know some people have to start on Mondays. And you're going to do it from day 1 to day 30. And then there's one more call to action because neither of those may apply to you. I want you guys to post in the team page. If you're, I'm saying, and don't take this the wrong way, because some of you are very committed to the business, but I know some of us have gotten derailed, myself included. I posted about it last month. I want you to post in the team page, and I'm not putting a call to action in there saying post on me, because last time I gave you guys a call to action, Michelle McNamara was the only one that sent me the list of 20 people she was going to invite that week. Yeah, I'm calling all of you out right now because I think all of you were on that call that night too. I want you to post in the team page and recommit to the business. And don't just say, I'm recommitting to the business. Put in there, why are you recommitting to your business? What does this mean to you? How is this going to help you accomplish your why? What is your why? Just post in there. You never know what other coaches it may inspire. And yes, I'm going to take a screenshot because y'all have till Friday. And I will find you this time. I promise. You have until Friday to do this. And even if you've been committed to your business, still post in there. I love to see other people posting in the team page. Remember, guys, the team page is there for you guys to share what's working in your business, to share the milestones. If your challenger has lost 30 pounds, whatever it may be there, be present, post in there. I'm not the only one that's got to make posts. So those are my tips for you guys. Does anybody have any questions? I know Michelle, she texted me her list and I was like, you are the only one that sent me a list, Michelle. Does anybody have any questions, any comments, any concerns, anything to add into anything I was saying? No, you guys have nothing about the business, nothing in general? You okay over there, Em? Anna. You had 3 call to actions that you're recommitting to the business. And for some of you guys, that may be different. Some of you, your goals may not be to hit Success Club every single month or to become a diamond coach. We all have different goals in this business. And I say this because I've talked to some of you about your goals in this business. So don't be afraid that you have to be in there. I'm recommitting and you think I'm going to harp on you about Success Club because I'm not. I rarely talk about it nowadays. But just make it whatever commitment you want to make it, okay? Don't feel like you have to be like, I'm committing to hitting this, this, and this, because that's not necessarily what it is. Everybody's business is completely different. Everybody's goals are completely different, and your goals matter just as much as anybody else's goals when it comes to this business. I wanted to just add that in there. Sorry, my phone is blowing up. So does anybody else have anything to add? Hello, Michael Abrico. No. All right, guys. So we will not have a team call. I'm going to keep doing the bi-weeklies. I think that works best right now. And I also don't have a lot of topics. I came up with this topics as I was texting Jasmine about 2 hours ago. Yay me. But we'll keep continuing to do them bi-weekly every 2 weeks. Oh, yes. Okay. We'll do that right now. If you're not on the team call, be live on the team call. Okay. Hold on.